All right, boys and girls, I hope you're ready for this one because the time has come. Take a look here at this. I got several things for you. You're going to want to pay attention to this one. The Fed has launched its long awaited instant payment service, modernizing their system, also known as a CBDC, central bank digital currency, that a lot of people are very concerned about, known as Fed Now. This has officially gone live. Yeah, a lot of people are very concerned that the Fed is going to try to control all the money or more and more of the digital currency or more and more percentage of the actual money in circulation. This is now official. It has happened. It's very, very concerning. This also happens here as the stock market hits a yearly high, a high for the year and a 1 year high as well. Yeah, it's kind of a feast or famine type of situation right now. Hopefully, if you have money in the stock market, whether it's your 401k, your IRA, your retirement fund, your pension fund, hopefully you've listened to me over the course of time. Remember, time in the market is better than timing the market. Hopefully you held on, and despite whatever you may have think, just holding on and just keeping your time in the market. Remember, over the course of time, remember that over the course of the long run, the market tends to go up over time. Here's a 1 year chart. Despite all the fear and stuff like that, the market tends to go up over the course of time. Here's a 1 year chart. Here's a 5 year chart. Here's a maximum chart. So remember here that this was from 1992, so about 30 years ago. 30 years ago, the Dow Jones Index, which is just kind of an index over some of the top companies in the United States, the Dow Jones Stock Index was at 3,200 approximately. Now it's at 35,000. So this is how your IRA, your 401k, or your pension, or just your money will grow over time. It would have grown to, if you had one share of stock in there and it was worth $3,200, now it would be worth 35,000. Or if you had 10 shares or 100 shares or 1,000 shares, you can see how it grows over time. This would include the 2008 recession, the 1987 stock drop. Well, that's not quite in this graph, but you get the idea here. This also would have included the C19 drop when the virus hit. Despite all that stuff, it would have over 10x'd your money. Now, the latest thing now is that the Fed launches their long-awaited digital currency. This, however, is something very different because digital currencies are something brand new. It's not something that has happened over the course of the last 30 years. We didn't really have digital currencies. And here's what the Fed is doing now. The U.S. Federal Reserve has launched a long-awaited service which will aim to modernize the country's payment system by eventually allowing average everyday Americans to send and receive funds in seconds through their own Fed currency called Fed Now. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, the central bank announced. The Fed Now service, which has been in the works since 2019, will seek to eliminate the several day lag it commonly takes cash transfers to settle, and will basically eliminate cash transfers, bringing the U.S. in line with countries including United Kingdom, India, Brazil, as well as European Union, where similar services have existed for years. FedNow is launching with 41 banks and 15 service providers certified to use the service, including community banks and large lenders like JP Morgan Chase, Bank of New York Mellon, and US Bank Corp. But the Fed plans to onboard more banks and credit unions this year. The Fed said on Thursday in a statement that 35 banks and credit unions were currently utilizing the service, as well as the Treasury Department's Bureau of Fiscal Service. These services will compete with private sector real-time payment systems, including the clearinghouse's RTP network, and was initially opposed by big banks who said it was redundant. But many have since agreed to participate on the basis FedNow will allow them to expand the services they can offer clients. Quote, for us, FedNow really is a wonderful way of expanding reach, said the head of global payables and embedded payments at US Bank. Unlike peer-to-peer payment services like Venmo or PayPal, which acts as intermediate between banks, payments made via FedNow will settle directly in central bank accounts. However, some market participants have raised concerns that FedNow could supercharge a potential bank run, a run on the bank, by facilitating fast outflows from financial institutions, a fear that was amplified after the failure of Silicon Valley Bank earlier this year, and several other banks have failed. Other fears from people include central bank digital currencies like this being hacked, because we have a lot of reports, especially if you've been watching my channel, about hackers from Russia and China hacking things like this. We know that digital currencies like Bitcoin and other type of coins do get hacked. Digital currencies are hackable. And the question here is the Fed's system secure? And the problem is, or one of the other fears is that with the Fed being able to control a vast amount of money, if all these banks start using this Fed system, potentially trillions of dollars, how secure is it? With all this money being at potentially one spot, it creates a big, large target for hackers. That is a big security concern, especially with it being a new system. Yeah, so we've already, if you've been watching my channel, we've already had massive, massive concerns with hackers hacking into government systems. In fact, I will link you to a video on that here in a moment. I will also link you to a video here about security concerns on Venmo, PayPal, and other apps like that that you need to know about here. Again, this is just part of what I do here on my YouTube channel is, keep you guys aware of stuff like this, which is pretty concerning. So I'll link you to that here now. If you haven't yet, make sure to click the subscribe button down below and the bell icon so you don't miss out on any new videos. It's completely free to do so. Also, thanks so much for liking and sharing these videos with anybody that needs to hear this information. And let me know your thoughts here in the comments. Here's a video about Russia and China recently hacking a lot of things here in the United States, which is a big concern. And here is my recent video about apps that you need to know about that might not be as secure as you think, like Venmo and PayPal. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.